The second part is, do you believe? So what the mind can conceive means you have to know what you want. Do you believe in that goal, and then you achieve it? You conceive it, you believe it, and you achieve it. Do you know what makes your goal happen faster than anything? Is belief. The stronger your belief is, the faster you hit your goal. You can't have doubt, you can't have worry. I remember I used to sit around, you know, not doing much, and I used to have all kinds of worry or fear or doubt. And my mentor said, if you have worry, fear, or doubt, you got too much time on your hands. You know? He said, all you got to do is get busy, get into action, get into massive action, and you won't have time for worry, fear, or doubt, right? So that's a very valuable tip. Next thing before we take our break is I want to teach one of the most important things, how I was able to go from average to fortune, and we created many, many millionaires over the years. In Success Magazine, I was fortunate to be in there 3 times, but one issue was the all-time greatest seller called We Create Millionaires. Anyone ever hear of Success Magazine? So I was one of the stories in there, and we helped so many people not only go from average to fortune, but they became millionaires. And one of the keys to that accomplishment was to understand about becoming a problem solver. So problem solvers. Here's a phrase that changed my life. It was called, the bigger the paycheck, the bigger the problem. The bigger the paycheck, the bigger the problem. Very important. When I first saw that, when I was the mattress salesman, you know why I was average and broke? Was because it was the way I thought. It was my attitude. I used to have making a living thinking, which means I didn't want to deal with problems. I didn't like problems. But when I heard the bigger the problem, the bigger the paycheck, I said, well, what does that mean? And because I didn't want to deal with problems. Anybody like that doesn't like problems? Well, let me show you something that I said, okay. I wrote down my problems, you know, for the day. And I had like 10 different problems. And so I started to go to work on solving the problem, and I realized changing my attitude from making a living thinking, not wanting to deal with problems, to making a fortune thinking is to focus on the solution, not the problem. Most people spend 90% of the time on the problem. You know, you hear the person saying, you know, this is happening, and this problem, and this problem. I say, okay, all right, and then they keep talking about it again and again and again. Okay, I got it. I got that down. Okay. What we want to focus on now is the solution, because the bigger the problem, the bigger the paycheck. The people that are making the most money, guess what they're called? Problem solvers. Problem solvers are making what they're worth. So here's the question for everybody. Are you earning what you're worth? Think about that. Are you earning what you're worth? Now the black diamonds are saying yes. Okay. Some people that are guests are going, no. The first time I heard, are you earning what you're worth? I said, no, I hope not. I was only making $1,000 a month at the mattress store. So that is very important to think about that. Are you earning what you're worth? Well, if the answer is no, then why? Why are you in that situation? Because there's so many success stories. So once I realized the bigger the problem, the bigger the paycheck, I started chipping away at my problems. And maybe it took a week to solve 10 problems. And you know what happened after that? I made some money. I got a raise in income. It's true. The bigger the problem, the bigger the paycheck. But also, guess what happened when I solved those 10 problems? I had 10 more. Okay? That you have problems the rest of your life. You realize that? It's called life. L-I-F-E. There's problems no matter what. Do you realize there's problems before iNetGlobal? Right? And there's always going to be problems. So I just changed my attitude. Instead of procrastinating, not dealing with them, I got into action, just changed my attitude, started solving problems, and now we've got that whole philosophy in iNetGlobal's home office. Everybody's now a problem solver. We don't think problems are negative. We look at problems as opportunities to solve, because that's the only way you can grow. The same for the consultants. Once you realize that the leader starts with you, you are the chairman of the board, you're the president, you're the CEO of your business, and you're going to have problems in life, whether it's this company or any company. So what you want to do is become a problem solver. Realize that if you solve the problem, the bigger the paycheck. How many people want to give themselves a raise in income? Well, you guys helped us today and solved a big problem with the overflow. You did a really good job. So you're a problem solver, okay? So you see the difference? It's not like, oh gosh, we started late and people got to stand. And no, we focus on the solution all the time. It's a great way to live. And once you start doing that on a daily basis, start solving your problems, the last part is learn your business. Learn your business. I'll never forget when I was just starting out as the $1,000 a month mattress salesman. I'd never spoken in front of a crowd before. I was very